Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Jerry Jones hints at potential number for Micah Parsons' contract. The contract negotiations between the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons have come to a complete standstill entering the third week of training camp. Many fans and media members hoped that by this point, the franchise superstar would have his contract finalized and be back on the field, putting an end to the summer distractions. Instead, Parsons has taken an extreme stance and publicly posted on Twitter, X, that he no longer wants to be a member of the Cowboys organization and send a trade request specifically to Stephen Jones. Not ideal. Speaking with the media for the first time since the request, owner and general manager Jerry Jones brushed off the request and still expects Parsons to be with the team for a long time. There has not been much conversation about what the holdup is or figures surrounding the deal, but Jones may have slipped and hinted at a ballpark number for a Parsons extension. Jones mentions that negotiations that involve guaranteeing someone almost $200 million is highly sensitive. That's a lot of money. Is this actually a number that's been discussed from the original conversations between Parsons and Jones back in March? $200 million is a number we have not heard before. Looking at the edge rushers, the current leader in full guarantees is Myles Garrett with $123 million. If Parsons is remotely close to the number Jones spoke of, that not only blows the edge rusher guarantees out of the water, but is flirting with the money quarterbacks make in the NFL. There's no question Parsons is deserving of a record-setting contract given all he's accomplished up to this point in his career and where he's projected to grow over the next few years. The Cowboys' path to the playoffs would be so much more difficult sans Parsons. Is the delay in giving Parsons $200 million in fully guaranteed money due to the front office trying to negotiate that amount down? Or is the issue related to the number of years in the contract, which is often a hurdle for the Cowboys when working out extensions? Parsons has already stated that he doesn't intend to miss any games, but if the situation isn't resolved before the season starts, could his stance change? This unique negotiation is bound to have an equally entertaining ending. The Cowboys have no more room for error on the offensive line. If you haven't noticed by now, the hits just won't stop coming for the Dallas Cowboys on the offensive line. Left guard Tyler Smith came out of practice early on Thursday. Thank goodness this one was not anything major either. Smith is dealing with tendonitis in his knee, Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones told the Dallas Morning News. Smith left practice with about 30 minutes remaining and told reporters he was fine as he walked down the sideline back to the team's training camp setup. Look, after losing Robert Jones with a broken bone in his neck and Tyler Guyton expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks, the Cowboys had to go out and sign La'el Collins. Collins played for the Cowboys for 7 seasons, but he has not played in the NFL since 2022, when he was with the Bengals. He had a brief practice squad stint with the Cowboys in 2023 and was with the Bills in camp in 2024. Collins has played 89 games with 86 starts in his career, seeing action at both tackle and guard, but at this point in his career should he be a guy that the Cowboys have any confidence in sending out there for at least a month to start? I would say no. Nate Thomas, a second-year player from Louisiana Tech, is getting the first look at replacing Guyton at left tackle. Thomas is 6'4" and weighs 330 pounds, and that size carries over to the field. Steele has been working his way back into practice since his high ankle sprain forced him to miss a couple of days, so there is no telling how long it will be until he's back with the first-team offense on a full-time basis. Cooper Beebe is a guy that I still think highly of, and he is going to be needed big time this year to play at a high level. Tyler Booker will hopefully need to have a Smith-type year in his rookie season, but we have to be honest. This offensive line does not have much more room for error at all. Let's see how the rest of this summer unfolds, but man, it feels like someone is going down with an injury every single week, and I just hope these stop at some point. This offensive line is going to need to be good for the running game they have, and with Pickens and Lamb on the outside. Proposed trade has Cowboys land former Pro Bowl playmaker for superstar. The Dallas Cowboys face a decision on Micah Parsons' future as trade rumors swirl with the pass rusher attempting to push his way out of Big D. For now, the Cowboys do not appear to be budging, with the front office showing no signs of moving on from Parsons. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones hinted that Parsons' trade request is a negotiating tactic. Yet, it would be interesting to see what Dallas could land in return for Parsons. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox put together several potential trade packages the Cowboys could consider for Parsons. Find out why Jim Harbaugh and the Los Angeles Chargers could be a fit for Parsons. The proposed trade has Dallas landing 2 first-round picks, 2026, 2027, a second-rounder, 2026, and fifth-round selection. Additionally, the Cowboys acquire former Pro Bowl running back Najee Harris in the deal. The Chargers pluck Parsons away from Dallas as well as a 2027 fourth-rounder. Would this package of picks plus Harris be enough to intrigue the Cowboys to step up to the negotiating table? Harris may be a bit expendable for the Chargers given the team drafted Amari in Hampton. The veteran had 4 straight seasons topping 1,000 yards, including a Pro Bowl campaign in 2021, during his tenure with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Including Harris might be an acceptable sweetener for a Cowboys team hoping it can find a viable starting back between Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, Deuce Vaughn, and rookie 5th-round pick Jaden Blue, Knox explained in an August 1, 2025, story titled, Top NFL Trade Packages for Micah Parsons After Cowboys Star Requests Move. Parsons, meanwhile, would help LA's already impressive defense be even better, potentially for longer. While the Chargers still have a high-profile pass rusher in Khalil Mack, he's 34 and set to play on a 1-year deal, Knox added. With $32 million in cap space, the Chargers could afford to make Parsons their long-term defensive star. It remains to be seen what Parsons could net the Cowboys if the franchise changed their stance on a potential blockbuster trade. ESPN's Adam Schefter estimates the Cowboys could land something similar to the Chicago Bears trade for Khalil Mack in 2018. This would mean the Cowboys would acquire 2 first-rounders as part of the deal.